Hi, I'm Georgia Griffiths, and each week we'll be sharing with you a short bonus episode of our podcast where we go behind the scenes and briefly meet some of the people who work at Colliers. This week we get to know Sam Gidley from our Manchester office. Thanks so much for agreeing to join us. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself and your job role at Colliers?
I've been at Colliers for 22 years now. Well, 22 years continued service. I joined in November 2004 when my company was purchased, Fletcher King was purchased by Colliers. So I would describe myself as part of the furniture, really. My role has changed recently. I've been promoted and I'm now lead administrator for the industrial and logistics department across the business. So I'm covering from Birmingham right the way up to Scotland.
What do you love about working at Colliers International?
The thing I love about working at Colliers is the people. I work in a regional office, so we have a smaller team. Everybody's quite tight knit. Everybody helps each other. Everybody works together. So even if you help somebody out from a different department, we just work really well. So the people is definitely the main thing. We've got some really talented individuals that work here, and I'm happy to work alongside them. And I think the other thing is, it's like Colliers are really good at stuff like community and charity events. And you can get involved as much as you like. So I'm on the charity committee, I'm on the social committee, mental health committee. I'm a mental health ambassador and was trained for that. And I think Colliers just push you and allow you to push yourself as much as you want to and to get involved. And, they offer really good training. So I think it's a great place to work.
Tell me how your role has evolved in the last year.
My role has changed quite significantly following obviously the changes caused by COVID in 2020. So initially where I have worked for the industrial team just in Manchester, and I used to assist national investment as well, capital markets, and 50% of my time was office management. Well, that's now changed. So I'm now 80% industrial and 20% for the office management team. So I'm working with a team across the whole country now, and they're a great bunch of individuals. They really are talented. They're a successful team. They built quite well last year despite the changes. So yeah, it's been great to kind of get more involved on that side of the role.
Tell us something interesting about yourself that we might not already know.
I like to write poems. So I wrote a watered down version of a poem that I've wrote recently. So I'll read that out for you. It says, Colliers International is such a great place to be, and I'm sure that my colleagues would also agree. And Tony Harrell is our CEO. He's a really great leader and the man in the know. It's not just about profits, our people matter too, and diversity and inclusion of that much is true. Team morale is now boosted with a virtual social event, and the Colliers quiz on Friday is an hour well spent. This last year has shown us how we can adapt to change and have a positive outcome even though times are strange. And we've learned, don't take for granted your family and health. There's more things important than money and wealth.
What would you say your top tip is for working in business support?
I would say probably to be flexible. So although everybody works down their individual business lines, I think just to help out other people when you can. Flexibility is definitely key. I think having a positive attitude, and it's a can-do attitude. So finding solutions to problems and just doing the best that you can to ensure that your team, your directors and your team members can operate to the best of their ability with your assistance.
Thanks so much for listening to our bonus episode, and don't forget to follow us on all of the usual social channels to find out who we'll be speaking to next.